Hello, Western New York. Okay, I'm smelling something. I just hope I didn't step in it. Don't know, maybe. Like I have mentioned, I got a dog, and well, everybody knows what dogs do at times. On the other hand, maybe it's just a septic system that I'm smelling. Let's hope it's that. Yeah, otherwise I'd have to wash my boots off. Might still have to wash them off, but, you know. But, that's not what I'm out here today for. I'm out here today to talk about mulch. And, well, I'm going to be mulching my strawberries. And, no, this isn't the mulch for the strawberries. This is the mulch that might go into my mother's little garden. Although, depending on how things go, I might end up snagging the black and brown, you know, if I don't have enough mulch for mine. Which is over here. You know, I got 10 bags. 3 of the brown, 3 of the black, 3 of the red, and then I got this one of pine bark, which you probably saw me use on my gooseberries. Yeah, gonna use it up. Of course, given how things are, I'm gonna pause this for a bit because I gotta get my handy dandy redneck tripod. I forgot to grab that on the way out. Well, see you in a bit. Well, we're back again. And I got my handy dandy tripod. Well, handy dandy redneck tripod. Patent pending, you know. It's real simple to make. All you have to do is grab a couple of boxes. You only get the thing about 2 feet above the ground. Great way to recycle things, too. I had to. Well, let's see here. Well, you should at the very least get the most of everything. Or at the very least get the general idea about what I'm doing. First thing you want, a set of gloves. The mulch I'm using does have colorant, which could stain your hands. Although I believe the colorant is a vegetable dye of some sort. They don't exactly say what it is made out of, but given that it's meant for fruits and vegetables, I'm surmising it's some sort of biodegradable dye. Hopefully, because it does say that if you're using this for decorative purposes, to sort of turn it over every 3 months because the color does fade. But I don't really care too much about that. I don't care about that too much, you know. I'm just using it to keep the weeds down, and that's what I was doing yesterday. I was weeding. I mean, yeah, there's still plenty of weeds, but at least this way, you gotta be a pretty tough weed in order to pop up, because I'm just gonna cover this good and thick with the wood chips. Let's see here. Also useful, garden rake. You're gonna need to spread the wood chips around. The other thing I got, wheelbarrow. You need something to hold this stuff around in. Swiss Army knife. Everyone might argue about the size of the Swiss Army, but and the fact that they're always neutral, but they do make a good knife. And, well, I plan to use that to open up the bags. I mean, you kind of need something to open up the bags. Well, let's get started. I don't know if you can see me or not, but first thing I'm going to use is a bag of pine bark, because I got this last year, used it on my blueberries, and I used it on my goose last year, you know, and then I used it on my gooseberries earlier, and you saw me do that. At least for some of them, anyways. And of course, you saw the finished results. And mainly, I'm just using this up because, I mean, you know, it's just laying around, ain't doing me any good. You know, collecting dust. So, you know, use it up. Place it for the contents into my wheelbarrow. Well, tried it. Well, like I said, this thing has been sitting around for a little over about, let's see here, last few months, so it is a little difficult to get out. And this is, well, this is pine bark mulch. You know, these things are, well, like I said, it's pine bark. Well, let's just, one moment. Okay. This is pine bark. You know, it's made out of chunks of, you know. Let's see, what else have I done with my garden? I mean, what I did was, when I first started out, I put on a layer of goat manure, maybe half an inch roughly. Then I threw on some hay. And then I threw on a bunch of a bunch of dirt I bought from the store. You know. Then threw on more hay. You know. And, well, I've gotten plenty of weeds, so that tells me that there's something in my garden that means that might be good. You know. Because then again, this spot I always had a little difficulty growing as well. Well, like I said, this was nothing but junk last spring. This time last spring. But basically, I was tip rooting my black raspberries and my blackberries, and or actually, I was planting the tip rooted. The blackberries and raspberries I had tip rooted, And I looked at this and thought, this would be good. And I thought, you know, make a perimeter. And then I was looking at the jug and was like, no, I don't want this. So, I cleaned it up. I mean basically a tenant who lived in the one trailer, she had a pallet with some stuff that she was going to use for a goat pen and whatnot. But after a while, she had left, and the stuff was still here, so I decided to clean up. And that's what I did. I cleaned up. And well, that's what I did. I cleaned up. And well, as you just saw, I just dumped the bark right here. You know, I mean, it's not like you can do this. It's not like there's a whole lot to begin with. You know, okay. I mean, it was one of those days supposed to, you know, that's 3 cubic yards, whatever. Now what you can do when you're done dumping your bark and whatnot is spread it out. And this way, it's not clumping too much. I mean, I might put down more right here, but for now, that right there is how you dump it. I mean, you cut your bags open, you put them in the wheelbarrow, and you spread them out. And okay, I'll be honest with you, I'm off the screen, but at the moment I'm just standing still and listening to those birds. That's something else you should do. Now and then pause and admire nature's beauty. Well, back to work. Now, just in case I run out of mulch right here, there is some more over by my mother's garden, and I'll might end up using the black and the brown because she does not like black and brown. Not that I like it too much, and it doesn't go good with her roses. But I'm not growing roses, so I don't really care what color it is. But she likes the red because it makes them pop. Now, red will not make your strawberries any redder. And anyone who says that they do is lying. Okay? Your strawberries are red or whatever color because of pigments. That being said, certainly is attractive. Which one will I use? I think I'll use the black. You know, I like using different colors because, well, there's 2 ways to look at it. Well, actually, the one way you can look at it is it's an easy way to tell where your different varieties of strawberries or whatever it is you're growing are located. Yeah, that certainly does look different from the pine bark already. Get back in a little bit, tossing out the bags. If nothing else, you are listening to some really wonderful birds. They're saying it's a nice day. Come out and play. This right here is the black mulch. It's mainly wood chips, all shredded, and colored black. Hopefully the dye, like I mentioned, is one of those vegetable or fruit-based ones. Because this is supposed to be good for around your fruits and vegetables. And you don't want to be eating some nasty chemical now, do you? I know I don't. Let's see here. This up out of here. Can't really tell if there's any more that might be buried. There might be one or two buried. Well, one or two ain't going to make any difference, but, and for all you know, they might just pop back up. Well, for all I know anyways, might just pop up. And well, there's a distinct contrast between the pine bark and black mulch. Although I suspect I'm going to eventually have to go down around here and tidy the lower section with at least one or two bags. You know, that does happen. I mean, you're not going to get everything all perfect. You know? And the idea with this stuff is quite literally just to protect your plants from, well, you know, it helps with retaining moisture and the biodegrades down into a nice organic material and all that sort of stuff. Well, I think what I'm going to do is shut the camera off, mulch up the rest of this, and then turn back on so you can see what it looks like in the end. And it's going to might take me a little bit, but hey, for nothing else, I'm listening to the birds. And I mean, let me show you the contrast between the pine bark and the black mulch that I just used. You know, I mean, the reason why I'm doing this is because it's a great way to tell the difference between your varieties. I know. I mean, maybe you're going to put one variety here, another variety here, put one in the middle right there. You know, that sort of thing. You know, that way you can tell at a glance at where you got your things buried. Well, see you in a little bit. Alright? Well, I just got down to some of the mulch. I'm going to show you the contrast in the colors. This is the pine bark mulch. This is the black mulch. This is the red. And this is the brown. Like I said, my mother likes the red with her roses. But I suppose that if you only want say you want the red to be like the top color, I suppose you could put like the black or the brown or some other type of mulch down on top of your plants. And then you throw on the red, you know. Of course, like I mentioned, I don't really care too much about the color. I'm just doing this because it's a great way to tell you the difference between the varieties, you know, at a glance. Although after a while, I'll probably forget that too. Well, like I said, I'm gonna pause this for a bit and zip forward, and then in a little bit show you the finished product. Well, see you in a bit. Well, there's a certain black and white cat over in here. Gotcha. Be interesting to catch that one and the other one in the same space together. Like I said, I don't know which one, if this one's a male or a female. I mean, I know yellow ones are usually males, but of course, that's not what this is all about anyways. This is about this. Managed to mulch this whole area, though I did kind of have to expand a little bit, you know, to use up a couple of bags, you know. But, you know, I got my black, my brown, and my red. So, mainly I plan to use the different colors as a way to tell at a glance which variety I get, but then again, after a while, I'll probably forget. But, needless to say, I've used up all the mulch I needed. Mom's got hers over there. As well as some of her roses. pine bark, black, red, brown, black, red, brown, more red, and then of course black, and then brown. If nothing else, this should help keep the weeds down. Any weeds that pop up are welcome to pop up, because that's when you get out the handy dandy trowel and dig them right up. The way the weather is going to be for the next couple of days is going to be, I'll hopefully in my next video you'll see me planting some strawberries. This is big enough for about, let's see here, 15 by 5, that's 75 feet, you know, one plant per square foot. Actually, let's take off 2 feet on either end, and call it 3 by 13, that's 3 times 13, that's 3 times 9, I mean 3 times 3, that's 9, 3 times 3, that's basically enough for about 40 plants, and that's about how many plants I'll be getting, you know. Roughly, I mean, I'd end up getting a few more. Well, you know, I'll be picking up, you know, the packet of 20, then 2 packs of 10, so yeah, that's 40. I mean, now I'll be honest, I don't know if this is going to be real good for strawberries, because, you know, this willow does produce plenty of leaves, you know, it's still alive, barely, and could possibly shade out this little section, meaning it'll be very difficult for my strawberries to grow. On the other hand, it's possible that maybe this is a good spot for strawberries. I mean, sometimes you always get surprised at what pops up. Of course, worst comes to worst, probably use that for, I'd end up using that for something else, like well, maybe Mom will maybe I'll buy some bulb type plants that require shade, or some sort of vegetable that likes shade, or something. And then if I can get that little section cleaned up, then maybe I'll have a strawberry bed. But, well, like I said, that's all a project for Friday, you know. When because then I'll hopefully buy my strawberries, and then depending on how things go later that day, I'll be busy planting them, and it'll be a learning experience for me, because I've never planted strawberries before. Blackberries and raspberries, yeah, sure, plenty of times. Gooseberries, well, you know, they're a bush, you know, they're relatively easy to figure out. Same thing with red currants and most other types of bushes, you know. But strawberries, that might be a little tricky, you know. You gotta put them in the ground to just the right level. That'll be fun. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this. Hit the little like button. Post comments on this. I mean, tell me if there's anything I should know before I put my strawberries in the ground. You know, after all, I don't want to waste $20 on you know. But then again, who knows, maybe I will waste $20 and find out the hard way. Well, this is Western New York and all that good, you know, I mean, and like I've said, subscribe to me, hit the like button, post comments, share this with your friends, you know. Well, goodbye.